So these are a couple of quadratic inequality questions that you could see on the higher GCSE paper. So the first step is we treat it the same way we would do for a quadratic equation. We would like to solve what the value of x is going to be. So we're going to factorize, and we look for two numbers that multiply to give 8 and add to give 6. So those two numbers are 4 and 2. Okay, so at this stage, we'll treat it as an equation rather than inequality. You'll see why in a moment. Now we want to find the value of x. So we're going to say that each one of those brackets is worth 0. So x is equal to -4 or x is equal to -2. So far, nothing's changed between an equation and inequality. Now, the next step is to look at the equation and see if it's greater or less than 0. If it is greater than 0, then it's talking about the points that are either side of the intersection points of the x-axis, which means that we'd have two solutions. Our first solution is that x could be greater than -2. Our second solution is that x could be less than -4. So if you think of the graph of that equation, it's all the points on the right-hand side of the graph and also the left-hand side of the graph. Now, for the second one, again, we treat it the exact same way. So our first step remains the same, and we're going to have the exact same solutions, x plus 4 and x plus 2, which means our values of x are -4 and -2. This time, our equation is less than 0. So if we think back to our graph, it's all the space in between those 2 points of intersection of the x-axis. So we're just going to have the one solution. So -4 is less than x, which is less than -2. So it's all those values in between.